Hey there, everybody. Let me see if, the thing is, I don't know if my car is picking up my volume or if my phone is. Let me turn the car off. Oh, Lord, and a mosquito just came in here. Let me roll my windows up. Let's do that. So I'm about to turn my car back on so I can get some air in here. All right. I got my back windows down because I have netting on my back windows. So, all right. So yeah, I just got off from work. Well, actually, let me take this off because I don't know if I might have to delete that out. I don't know. So let's have a little chat. We fitting to have a little chat. Is that all right? And I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Of where is my AC? Let's get this going. The devil is a whole lie, trying to make me sweat hotter than I already am. Please excuse the appearance, y'all. My eyebrows a little, they're a little jacked up and everything. All right, let me get. That's too high. I don't know if y'all can hear that and everything. One moment. So I have a clogged ear, and for those of you who may deal with that, I have to. Yes. Some people are like, you got a nose piece. Okay, I'm all over the place. So you might see me occasionally do like this, because just in case for those who don't know, I just found out you could do this last year. If you pinch your nose and blow, it'll help your ear to pop. It's been like that ever since I had my surgery. The end of 2019, my ear has been messed up ever since then. Yes. I need to go ahead and do the video on that to explain to people what happened, because I've had several people ask me who were praying for me when I was in the hospital and ICU and all this other stuff. It's a whole story. But let's talk about something. Let's talk about the rainbow. I fell in love with the rainbow at, I want to say it was Vacation Bible School, when I was a member of New St. Mark Baptist Church in Norfolk, Virginia, off of St. Julian Avenue. We have Vacation Bible School. We were talking about the rainbow, how, the flood, all of that, y'all. Those from church, you know what I'm talking about. I fell in love with the rainbow. I was like, oh my gosh, the colors are beautiful. And then there was a cartoon called Rainbow Bright, or a character called Rainbow Bright. I think the name of the cartoon was Rainbow Bright, and I fell in love with that cartoon. Absolutely loved her. She had all the pretty colors and everything like that. I remember having jackets with the colors and everything. This is a very sensitive topic for some, for others it's not. Over the course of years, my favorite color became purple. Okay, it became purple. Still kind of like pink, Ironically enough, I'm wearing this shirt. This has nothing to do with the fact that I like pink, but so I do like pink. I like pink. Absolutely love purple. Anybody? Matter of fact, let me see if I can let you guys see my steering wheel. I don't know if y'all can see part of my steering wheel. It's purple and black. Love it. Love purple. But I always liked the rainbow. Okay, well, I want to say it was, so, that was a phase I was in, all the multicolors, dealing with all that and everything. It was a phase I was dealing with. And I started gravitating back to the whole rainbow thing, not thinking anything of it. I was just like, oh, I really like the rainbow, stuff like that. My sisters and I think it was the women. Was it the Women of New Life, or was it just my sisters and I can't remember who it was, but it was a group of us. It was women. I know for a fact it was a group of women. We went out to a mall, and we went out to go eat in the mall. And I had earrings on that had rainbows. Not thinking anything of it. And it was this lady that went by. She was walking past. I said, hey, how you doing? you know how you just nod and somebody close to you and you actually speak. You know, if you just catch somebody eye, you know, the little, you know, type thing. But the lady walked past. She said, kept right on walking. We sat down in the restaurant. She came out and I saw her through the window of the mall. Because, you know, there's a restaurant and then there's a window where you can see people walking in through the mall and stuff like that or whatever like that. Because I'm in the restaurant in the mall. And she walked past and she's like this. And I'm like, oh, maybe she's looking for somebody. So, you know, if you see somebody looking for somebody, you're like, oh, well, maybe I can help them look for somebody. Is there anybody else like they looking for somebody? I said, hey, is this who you looking for? You know, something like that. I'm like, well, who's she looking for? Man. We come out of there and we walked to, I can't remember where we went to. We went somewhere and she saw me again. And she said, hey, she said, I like your hair. I said, thank you. Which was really weird because I think at the time I had a ponytail. Y'all know me, I was famous for my ponytail. But you know, I slicked that bad baby back. I slick it back. So I slicked it back and I said, oh, thank you. I'm like, girl, this is a mess, girl. You know, so I'm like, girl, you know. And she said, she told me what her name was. I said, okay, nice to meet you. I'm Toya. So I stuck my hand out to shake her hand. I'm like, this is very awkward, very weird. Like, and then instantly in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, she came to sell me something. She said, look, she said, me and my friends are going to, she's named someplace out in North. I know we was at a mall that wasn't in North. I think it was Virginia Beach. I think it was Virginia Beach. And she said, we going to some, it was some place in Norfolk. I said, oh, okay. She said, yeah. She said, but we're going to meet up there. She said, if you want, you could be my +1. I said, okay. I'm a little thick sometimes, okay? I said, oh. I remember instantly feeling like, +1? Why would I be your plus? Like, lady, I don't even know you. I said, oh, well, when is it? Y'all, I'm so thick. Oh, my God. Help me. Give me strength. I'm so thick. So, I said, so when? I said, so when is it? She said, oh, it's tonight. I said, oh my gosh. I said, girl, I am tied up tonight. She said, I tell you what. She said, I'm always looking for new friends. And she said, you have a very friendly face. So when she said that, I remember in my mind, because I was, transparency moment, I was praying to God for friends. Okay, I'm not, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But when I got married, there were a lot of people I kind of cut off. Now, some people would cut off just because we just stopped communicating. It had nothing to do with the fact that I was married. But there were some people that I was like, okay, leave out that life. I gotta cut them off. I'm married. I'm an old married woman now. That's another story. That's not so. I ain't had to cut everybody off. But anyway, so I said, God, I really need some friends, like some actual friends, you know what I mean? And so I was like, you know what, Toya? Now, I'm hoping I'm not offending anybody when I say this. It may not even be politically correct, but I'm getting ready to say. She did look a little butchy. I know somebody's looking at this saying, come on now, you knew. In my mind, I was thinking, don't judge. Don't judge. Don't overthink stuff. Don't, you know what I'm saying? So, sorry, y'all. Woo, this is getting on my nerve. So I remember thinking, is this lady trying to hit on me? But I was like, Toy, don't be like that. You know, Toy, don't be like that. You judging a book by its cover. There's some truth to that whole thing. Don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you got stuff. So I was like, no. She said, okay. She said, I'll tell you what. She said, because I'm looking for some new friends. She said, and you have a really friendly face and da-da-da-da-da. She said, I think we could be friends. I said, you know what? We probably can. She said, well, let me get your number. So I gave her my number. I gave her my business number. I never hit. Let me tell you something about me now. I don't like to be annoyed. I don't. So I very rarely give out my personal cell, because the personal cell number that I have, I've been having for over 10 years. And so if you have my cell phone number, my personal direct line, you doing good. My whole family know. I don't care who you do not give my number to anybody. As a matter of fact, I need to talk to a couple of people in my family because they gave my number out to some folks, and I'm like, I keep telling, don't do it. I don't care what they say. Say, you know what? Let me get permission from Toya first. I tell everybody that. I can't begin to tell you the number of times I've had people hit me up and say, hey, look, I'm looking for your brother TJ, or I'm looking for your brother John. Can you give me their number? Let me call them first, get permission from them first, and then I'll hit you back up. Okay, cool. 50% of the time, my brothers be like, oh, no, don't. I be like, I just want to hit the person back up. Like, if you don't hear from me, chances are I didn't want you to have the number. And so I tell all my family, dude, I don't care if it's, and I hate to say it like this, but it's God honest true. And I have hundreds of cousins, so you don't know what I'm talking about. I don't care if it's a cousin. Contact me first. I don't care if it's an uncle or aunt. Call me first. Don't get my number out. I hate to have to block people, but I my blocking mechanism is on. You see that? Did you see my fingers move? You can't see my fingers move, can you? That's how fast I can block people. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so I gave her my business number. Tell me why that night I get a text message. You look so beautiful today. I wanted to tell you that, but I was too nervous. I'm like, okay, obviously this is a wrong number. Who is this? Who is this? So I look, because when I save people's number, it saves in my personal phone, and then I'll transfer it over to my business line. So I hadn't transferred the number over to my business line yet. So I was like, what is this? So I didn't respond. I said, gotta be a wrong number. The person called. I said, oh no, I'm not picking this up. I don't know what's up with that. I want to say maybe a week later, I was like, okay, let me go through my phone, see new numbers that I don't really recognize. I transfer them over. That I don't recognize, and they have texted me or called me. I transferred over to my business line. Like, it's an automatic thing. I transferred. I said, oh, wait a minute. This is the lady I met at the mall. So, because I put her name as, she told me her name, but I couldn't remember her name. But I remember putting mall lady. Okay, I know it's sad. How did I put mall lady? So I transferred a mall lady. And when I transferred it over to my business line, that's when it showed that I had already gotten a call or text from that person. I said, oh, I did. Push it. I said, oh. I said, I knew it. I said, I'd be John Brown. She was flirting. So I had to hit her back up. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I think you got the wrong impression of me. I apologize for the delay in responding back, that's typically what I write when I'm late responding back to people, because I really am sorry for my delayed response. I apologize for my delayed response. I said, I think you got the wrong idea about me. She said, oh, well, I saw the rainbow earrings and I just assumed. So that's what got me to 15 minutes into this conversation. That's what it got me, But I was listening to some people on the radio talk about the rainbow. And one lady said that she had wore a skirt. She was on the pulpit, and the skirt had rainbow colors. She said, but she just likes the rainbow. She said she thought it was a really cute skirt. She's in ministry. She was on the pulpit, and she said people kept giving her the evil eye. And she was like, well, what in the world going on? What's wrong with these people? I think she said it wasn't even the full colors or something like that or whatever. And she was like, well, what in the world going on with these people? Why they acting like them? And after service, people came to her and said, you should be ashamed of yourself wearing that skirt and this and that. She was like, are you serious? That why y'all were looking at me like that? So let me say this. I'm going to say this. All right, now you might see me do this. My nose ring, y'all. It turns when I talk sometimes. And okay, if you eating, I'm not going to explain. But you might see me, I promise I pick it. I'm pushing the ring because it's a spiral ring. I have to push it back. So anyways, I'm going back to wearing my rainbow. I'm gonna do it. You know why? I'm in this phase of my life right now wherein I am finding me. And this is a part of the whole Building a Better Me campaign that I have within myself. And I've opened it up to the public. So if you would like to join that group, just comment below, let me know. And I could definitely hook you up with that or whatever. But yeah. This is a whole oh, by the way, this is, I'm gonna put this, I'm trying to think, should I do this as a live? But I don't think I'm gonna be in the comment section, so I might do this as a live. If I don't and I just do it as a premiere, I'll still be in the comment section the moment that it premieres and so. So if you have any questions, comments, or whatever like that, hit me up below. I'm gonna respond back to you. But yeah, I'm going back to my rainbow, y'all, because like I was saying, a part of my Building a Better Me is finding me. What I can honestly say, and this is, whew, y'all, this is going to be transparent. All the way transparent. From a young age, I could say that, with the exception of when I was between the ages of, I'm going to say 19 and 21. 21? No. 18 and 20. Between the ages of 18 and 20, I was doing whatever I wanted to do. Like, and all of it wasn't holy. But I was doing me. Before then, it was, what my parents said that I, who I needed to be, how I needed to be, the church I was, a member of, how you supposed to look, how you supposed to dress. And after 20, because I had my son when I was 21, it then became about him. And then whatever for him, make sure he was always number one. Then when I got married, my husband, and then the 2 kids we had after that, and my stepson. And so it became, it was for them. And I can honestly say, but as far as the Christian version, and I'm doing it in quotes because I really don't know how to word it, the Christian version of Toya, I don't know my identity, if that makes any sense. So, or I should say I didn't know my identity. I'm in the process of learning me, what I like, what I don't like. Somebody asked me the question one day. They said, well, what do you like to do? I'm going to tell you the honest to goodness truth. Out of all the guys I dated, I want to say only 2 asked me that question. I've dated a lot of guys. Now let me clarify that. Because it's funny, because my husband and I, we were talking in the beginning of our marriage, we were talking about the people that we dated and stuff like that. And I said, oh, Lord, I can't remember how many. I said, I don't know how many guys I dated. He said, and I'm looking at him like, well, what are you talking about? I've come to learn that some people's interpretation of dating means you know. I was like, oh, no, and no. I was a good girl. But I dated a few guys, and once it got to that point of, do you want to, I was like, oh, gotta go. I ain't gonna lie, I was a runner. And so people up here that may be able to vouch for this. Yes, she is. She ran. She's a runner. But yeah, out of all the guys I dated, I think only 2 have asked me, what do you like to do? What would you say is the definition of you? And I promise you, I was like, I like going to the movies. There was always 3 things. I like going to the movies. I like watching stars, looking up at the stars, and the beach. I love going to the beach. I like looking at the waves, being on the sand with my bug guard on, had to put the little piece of there. But no, honestly, God, you got to where you. Do I have any in here? No, and I keep some in the car. I think the kids took it out. But because them biting flies ain't no joke. But those are the only 3 things I couldn't really think of. I said, traveling. I like to drive. I like traveling. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? So in the process of me learning me, I said, you know what? The things that I wanted to do, but was either too afraid to do it, was told it's not holy, or was not permitted to do. If it doesn't go against the will of God and doesn't go against my purpose and my calling, I'm gonna do it. Let's go. Let's do this. That's what made me go out and get my CDLs. So I ended up getting my CDL Class B. CDLs, you know, Class A, Class B, I'm good. Studying right now for my Class C. No, I said that wrong. No, I have my Class B, so Class C, I'm good. I'm studying now for my Class A's. That's what I meant to say. Is that what I said? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going for my Class A's. But that's what made me do it, because which is why I got on this. I drive the bus now. And I said, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. And I always wanted a nose piercing. But when I was in middle school, I had what we call, I don't even know if that's the right term for it, but I had what's called a sleeper. It was super thin. It wasn't even a real ring, y'all. Now that I understand what rings are, I was like, that was a little wire from like maybe the bread, twisty ties. I think it might have been it for twisty. It was a tiny bit thicker than that, but it was so thin, it went through real easy. It hurt, but it went, you know, every day I was told just turn it a little bit. And so I did it. So I had like a little tiny hole there. But from what I understand, that doesn't classify as a true piercing. So I ended up getting my nose pierced. My sister and I, we went together and I got this piercing. I want to get another one right here, which is called the upper lobe, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to get that done on both sides. So we got, my sister and I, we got these together. And, yeah. I had somebody ask me, say, you trying to get a tattoo? I said, nah. Because one thing I've learned about, like, piercings and tattoos, if you're not grounded, you'll find yourself becoming addicted to it. And that's the whole problem. That's a whole problem. That's why I stopped getting my nails done for, what was it, a year? That's about a year. I ended up cutting, you might know, real nails, but I cut them down. I cut them down, everything, because it was becoming addictive. I was starting to feel like I had to get my nails and stuff done. So that's what that was all about. But back to the rainbow thing. See, I went all the way around the block just to come up the street. No, just to go across the street, I went around the block. But I think I would go back to rocking the rainbow, because I feel, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comment section if you think I'm wrong. Trying to think the right way to say it. I don't want to offend anybody. I love everybody. Don't want to offend anybody. I think what other people's interpretation of a symbol is it shouldn't dictate what you do and what you don't do, what you stand for, what you don't stand for, I believe. And looking at the origin of the purpose of the rainbow from a Christian perspective. Now, some people do this, talk about, it's the gamma rays, this, or just reflections, da. I go based on the paper Bible. Okay? And I understand that was a covenant, that was a promise. It was a token from God. A promise to the land that he would not flood it anymore. Because of the sins of people. So, I look at the rainbow like a symbol of hope and a symbol of love. And I absolutely love the colors. So if you see Toya, LV, Elder LBC, Elder LV, founder of CWAM, if you see me rocking some rainbow, I haven't gone to that side. I just love the rainbow. But I'm not going to hold back on the things that I want, the things I would like to do because of other people anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. That's one of the reasons why it took me so long to get my CDLs. That's a whole nother story by itself. Because other people were offended by it and were jealous. And I think I put my life on hold enough. I think I've restricted myself enough for others. And in a respectful way, I'm going to live my whole best life. I'm going to live my life just like it's golden. Yes, I am. Like it's golden. I'm going to do it. Yeah, that's about it. So now that we done got, where we at? About, oh my goodness, about 30 minutes. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. But y'all, I just wanted to talk about that because so many times we hold back on the things that we want to do. And here's the thing. When you hear a minister talk, instantly you think, okay, it should be rebuke, it should be blessings, it should be turning around 3 times, high five and your neighbor, smack the devil, stomp 3 times when you're stomping on the devil's head. I want to talk candid with you guys. My thing is, we having a fireside chat. Let's talk about the things you want to do and to not restrict yourself because others are offended by some things. Now, let me say this. Seek the Holy Spirit. I'll say that. Seek the Holy Spirit because there are some things, if it's offensive to my brother, I'm not going to do it. I don't have to do it. It's why? And I'm going to talk about, here's a topic that's going to be like, oh my gosh. We're going to talk about this. Should Christians drink alcohol? That's the reason why I just brought that up. Some of y'all might be like, what's wrong with her brain? She just jumped from one thing to the next. But there's a reason why I brought that up. I believe that you should not restrict yourself because you think that it should be offending that it could be offending other people. However, if it goes against the will of God, if it goes against the purpose that God has for your life, if it goes against the betterment for your family and yourself, if you know that it's something that holds you back in any way, because life should always be about progression, about moving forward, about multiplying and being better, doing better, creating better. If it's something that goes against that, let it go. It is not worth it. It is not worth it. I would much rather live my life without something than to put it in my life and find out later that's why I didn't make it in because that messed me up. Not worth it. Not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm talking about is if I feel convicted of something, if I feel like I shouldn't do this, just like with tattoos, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that talk about tattoos and some people say, well, ain't nothing wrong with tattoos. So I'm on the fence about it. So since I know I'm on the fence, I don't need to touch it. And I can live my life without it. It's not that serious. But yeah. So, all right, guys, that is it. I'm about to go in the house now and take all my work stuff off and everything. Look, I know y'all ain't never seen me in my work stuff before. Ain't that so? But anyways, all right. So catch y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.